For the perfect paradise island escape, most agree it's Hawaii. 8 unique islands to stimulate your every sense. Follow me, we're going with the flow. Lava, that is, on the Big Island. Flying down the hills of Maui and kicking back Kauaian style. All these islands of aloha will have you loving life and living it up no matter which island you visit. It took an eruption of undersea volcanoes to form the Hawaiian Islands, thousands of years ago, but just a brief flight on island air to hop from one island to the other. So you may be asking yourself, what's taken me so long to escape there?
I know I did. Aloha, I'm Carrie, and this is Hawaii. Welcome, e komo mai.
While flying into Hawaii, you'll see why the Polynesians first discovered the Big Island. It would be hard to miss this island's grandeur while paddling up in a canoe. In fact, it's twice the size of all the islands combined, and geographically diverse. From snow-capped mountains to lush rainforest, down to arid deserts and colorful sandy beaches, the Big Island is Hawaii's largest playground.
Well, we got the lava everywhere. But at first, it's a little breathtaking, you know, to see that much vast lava spread. It's the life force of the whole island. You've got to go see the lava.
Hawaii's Big Island is home to the world's most active volcano, Kilauea, and the world's tallest on Earth, Mauna Kea, rising 30,000 feet from the seafloor, plus the world's widest, Mauna Loa. For an up-close and personal tour of the volcanoes, hire a native guide, Warren Costa.
How is it that the Big Island is the youngest, but yet the most massive and the most diverse?
That's a good question. The source for the lava that has formed all of these Hawaiian islands is an upwelling of magma that comes from within the Earth's mantle that they call the Hawaiian hotspot. This hotspot, you can think of it as it's a plume of molten rock that's shooting up, and it's actually burning a hole through the oceanic crust. And then they slowly move away from this hotspot at a rate of about 3 inches a year. So island gets formed, moves away from the hotspot, next island gets formed, moves away.
So Kauai is the oldest island, being the furthest. Maui sits in the middle, and here on the Big Island are the active hotspots.
Well, this entire area here, this is the caldera of Kilauea. Within it, there's 3 main craters. Halema'uma'u is the largest of these 3 craters. It's about a half mile in diameter, about 300 feet deep. And this is the sacred home of Pele. This is Pele's house.
Legend has it that Pele is a Tahitian goddess who dug into all the islands with her o'o, or digging stick, searching for a spot where she could dig down deep without hitting the ocean. She finally found that bottomless pit on Halema'uma'u crater.
This volcano doesn't spew like Mount St. Helens.
The nature of the eruptions are a little bit different. Our volcanoes are very fluid, and these flows travel for long distances. So the lava flows from Pu'o'o underground down the Pali, comes out at different locations, and that's one of the locations out there. When the lava hits the ocean, you know, the lava's so hot and the ocean is relatively cold, that the lava actually shatters into sand and debris.
Right away.
Yeah.
To watch molten lava flow into the ocean is the most awesome display of nature's power. And a hike across the Slabi Pahoehoe field to witness this is an otherworldly experience.
Just remember that lava is unpredictable, so exert extreme caution.
Because you never know when it's gonna jump up and grab you. Take Jack, for instance. He literally lives on the edge of it.
Your place has been spared.
Welcome to the lava house. I was putting in the last window when it started. Lucky me. Who would know it would last for 23 years now?
And how far is the flow from you right now?
Probably no more than half a mile that way. Half a mile that way. That's the price of paradise. Yeah, you'd think there wouldn't be much going on up here, but there's never a dull moment, really.
So what's your address?
Number 1, Pulamalama Ridge.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Good luck to you.
That's Jack's place, open for lunch, dinner, and overnight visitation. Just BYOB supplies.
Born and raised on the island where people are smiling. They come from
More from the Big Island when we come back.
hand in hand in the moonlight.
Honey, look at this.
Is it for all of us?
Yeah. $1,600 for a week. Well, we can do that.
Oh, yeah.
The magic begins when you realize you can afford a Disney vacation. Other affordable packages all year long. Visit disneyworld.com/affordable.
Celebrate the simple things every day with new Simple Harvest from Quaker. Just natural ingredients, so you know what you're eating, and that makes mornings worth celebrating. Simple Harvest from Quaker. Every day should be this good.
I'll take you there, wrap my arms around you. You got my soul. So
Presenting Blue from American Express. The card with no annual fee and an introductory rate of 0% for up to 15 months with a low APR after. Call 1-800-600-BLUE or visit us online to get yours. You can pay over time, which makes this card remarkably flexible. It has a free rewards program with so many choices, it'll make your head spin. Plus, it has a fraud detection system which gives you extra security when you shop. All this with an introductory rate of 0% for up to 15 months and a low APR after. Call 1-800-600-BLUE or visit us online to apply. Blue from American Express.
Turn your weekend into an extended vacation. This Sunday, hit the road hungry and check out all the eats this country has to offer. So take a Sunday trip all day long. Tomorrow starting at 1. Kick back, relax, and see the world. Only on the Travel Channel.
Another way to appreciate the Big Island lava is underground, within the lava tubes.
Try spelunking within the caverns of fire. Don't worry, this is Kilauea's aftermath. There are no flames in here. And so how old is this particular lava flow?
This flowed from about 1420 to about 1470, so roughly 550 years ago. Everybody still thought the Earth was flat whenever this was being formed.
What's the difference between a stalactite and a stalagmite?
A stalactite will be coming down from the ceiling, a stalagmite will be coming up from the floor. The straw stalactite, or soda straw stalactite, is, if you notice, this guy right here, after that gas stops flowing through, it's gonna suck in on itself like a wet paper straw. That's how it gets the name soda straw stalactite. This is what's known as calcite or flowstone, secondary mineral deposit. It's pretty much the same thing as shower scum. You'll find this on a bachelor pad every day.
Not bad.
Tastes like a rock.
Not really. Tastes like my grandma's chocolate when she forgot to put the sugar in it. So this particular tube is how long?
About 55 miles. All right, now the Hawaiians used to use these for burial grounds and ceremonial chambers. So whenever somebody would pass on, they would pack the body in Hawaiian salt and then wrap it in banana leaf and set them up on an apron. That's also where they'd come down and put pottery, food, anything that they want to present to Pele, the goddess of the volcano. Who would have thought of a better spot to pray to the goddess of the volcano than inside of what was once an active lava tube?
You go beyond this point? I mean, do people
I don't
cut
go
through?
under there.
No, okay.
No, like I said before, I've seen the Winnie the Pooh movie and it didn't work out good for Pooh.
Hilo is the last real town in the state. It's the real thing. It's authentic.
Looking for a slice of Hawaiian history? Perhaps the hospitality of a fifth-generation island family.
We share a piece of old Hawaii with the guests. We didn't go out and gather and put together this experience. It's already here.
W.H. Shipman bought this as a surprise for his wife, Mary Elizabeth Kahiva'ialihi, in 1901 for $13,000.
My great-grandparents owned it. And my grandmother grew up in this house. She was 12 when they moved in. We bought the house from the rest of the family 13 years ago.
Mary Elizabeth invited many visitors to stay here, and among her guests were Jack London. Perhaps it was here where he was inspired to write House of Pride and Tales of Hawaii.
Queen Lily Uokalani used to play when she would come to visit, and we encourage guests who play the piano to play it. It's just a very island experience.
And of course, after a night's bed rest, the breakfast.
So, local food. Almost everything is from our yard.
The generous continental breakfast, sitting on the lanai, looking over Hilo Bay.
People who live here, who've grown up in Hawaii, they cannot believe that they're stepping back in time and that something like this still exists.
If you are courageous enough, find a local person to take you somewhere to show you all the places that you might not see with a regular tour group, just to go to the true or real Hawaii.
Overwhelmed just thinking about where to begin? Well, jumpstart your day of exploration with a whiff and a charge of East Hawaiian coffee.
We want to preserve the history and the culture of coffee in Hawaii, knowing that this area used to all be coffee before sugarcane, and now we want to bring it back to being coffee again. Coffee is part of the gardenia family. When the whole orchard comes into bloom, it smells so nice. You ever tasted a coffee bean before? Or actually the fruit of the coffee, coffee cherry. Try it.
You just bite right into this?
Just eat the whole thing. Pop the whole thing in your mouth just like a cherry. Look how big those beans are.
They're huge.
This is our drying shed. You feel the difference in temperature in here? Well, this should come off fairly easily. And when it does, you can bite the bean.
Yeah.
If it gives it all, it's not dry yet. And then it goes into the huller, which removes the parchment layer. Then it goes into the roaster.
The roaster! Let's go drink coffee.
The flavor is what's most important rather than the caffeine. And so we go for quality of flavor.
And for the final taste test? All right. So women-owned, women-produced, women-sweetened.
Mahalo. Hilo coffee milk.
After your Hawaiian Java, you'll be raring to go. To Maui, next.
That you have, 'cause there's magic in my eyes. I can see for miles and miles and miles.
Once upon a time, darkness and cold filled the world, until Prometheus stole fire from the gods. Quickly the flame passed, from hand to hand, city to city, until light and warmth filled the earth. That is the story of our industry, to spread the light and warmth of hospitality.
The Hilton family, 9 distinct hotels, one simple philosophy.
You do know at Juicy Juice we're 100% fruit juice, right?
I'm good with moms, and kids really love me. Example of my work.
Let me run this past research and development.
Introducing Juicy Juice Harvest Surprise, the fruit juice they love, now with the goodness of vegetables hidden inside.
So, what do you think?
New Nestle Juicy Juice Harvest Surprise.
More research, please.
Now get a $1 off coupon when you visit harvestsurprise.com.
I shot her. I shot my wife in the head.
A brilliant killer.
No prints, no weapon, no blood. The guy screwing with us
is about to meet his match.
Someone's got to put him away. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you know. You can't touch me.
He's just enjoying all of this. Anthony Hopkins, Ryan Gosling, Fracture. Order it now on Dish Network pay-per-view.
Homeowners, want to refinance and get cash? Countrywide has a great reason to do it now. A no-cost refi. It has no points, no credit reporting fee, no processing fee, no document fee, and no third-party fees. No title or escrow fees. Absolutely no closing costs. So you wind up with a lot more cash. Call now and ask for a no-cost refi. We're America's #1 home loan lender, and no one can do what Countrywide can. Call 1-800-641-7136.
The Glide is back, and this time we're investigating the house that fear built.
Go to travelchannel.com/mosthaunted now to share your own paranormal encounters.
Are you a believer?
Hawaiian lore tells the story of Maui, the trickster demigod, who lassoed the sun, demanding it slow its pace circling the skies, to give the people more light. The sun obliged, and to this day, islanders swear its rays are more generous than anywhere on Earth.
Definitely lots of bright sunshine.
So if you are a sun worshiper, the Magic Isle is waiting for you. Maui is Hawaii's second largest island.
Everybody knows that Maui holds the strongest energy of the islands right now. As a local, most endearing are these visitors that are wanting to learn about us as a people, as well as our home as a community. That ideally shows me that they're reciprocating our aloha spirit.
Kulia! Iku mau mau! You don't have to imagine what it would be like to paddle up to Maui. Sail up in an ancient Hawaiian va'a.
This type of va'a, very similar to the double hull, double sailing type of canoes that was constructed in ancient times. So every part of this canoe gang went through a specific protocol, asking permission, letting the trees know every single part of it that was going to be used as it exited one life and entered the new life of a canoe.
And the navigational techniques haven't changed much.
The navigation technique of what they call the kahuna ho'okele, or the master navigator, was right in here. He navigated using the hoku, or the stars at night. He studied the elements, the cloud formations, the colors, the temperatures, the sunrise to the sunset. He observed the ocean currents and the winds, the birds, the fish. At any given moment, at any time, he could tell you exactly where they were. It's the one that we're going to do. Ask the sun to rise this morning, to rise over the mountains and the oceans, to reach the heavens, to guide us through our day. Here we go. E ala e.
Views around Maui are breathtaking at sea level, but especially from Maui's top destination, the House of the Sun, Haleakala Crater.
You know, we're getting about a quarter, maybe a third of view of the crater today, but it's almost big enough to contain the island of Manhattan. Erupted about 800 years ago, and in the event that the volcano erupts, the bike ride will no longer be guided.
But barring any disruptions, Maui's downhill bicycle safari will go on as scheduled.
After discovering that this road went downhill for 38 miles, brought some bicycles up here. Since then, over 1 million people have done it.
In under 40 miles, you dropped from 10,000 to sea level.
The ancient Hawaiians came up here and did all kinds of interesting spiritual ritual. So that's another special sacred place we just passed.
With Maui bicycle safaris, it's all downhill, allowing your breath to be stolen only by the unbelievable views that whiz by. Unless you happen to be training for Hawaii's Ironman, 112 miles of cycling.
We'll see some professional bikers going up this thing, but it is one of the steepest roads in the world, one of the hardest workouts you'll ever have.
Yeah, yeah! Let your wheels take you into the town of Lahaina, but your feet will have to take over in this historic mid-1800s whaling port. To this day, thousands of northern Pacific humpbacks visit the shores of Maui each winter to mate, give birth, and care for their young. And with Lahaina being the second most famous town in Hawaii, it's well worth a walk around.
People who come back to the islands come mostly to our island in Maui for the magic of the island, for hospitality, the essence of the culture, and the aloha spirit that people come back.
Maui's magic, the relationship between its people, nature, and mythology, can be experienced in a theatrical journey.
The ancient Hawaiian name for this rain is Ulalena.
At one point, the hula and the language was banned, so to be kind of part of a renaissance and to share our culture with people from all over the world is such a blessing.
The same folks who brought us Cirque du Soleil created this Hawaiian delight.
Ulalena encompasses what your trip should be. I think if you leave Maui without coming to our show, I think you've missed something.
And last, but certainly not the least, Kauai, up next.
Monday on No Reservations.
Gee, how could I possibly have a good time in Brazil? I found a way.
I'm sitting here with two beautiful women. I'm on a beach under the sun. I'm having a caipirinha. This job is killing me.
This show is all about friends.
Oh, man. Kitchen versus floor. I love it. I'll tell you right away, I'll be rooting for the kitchen.
Anthony Bourdain, No Reservations, Brazil, Monday at 10. Only on the Travel Channel.
Come ski the greatest snow on Earth, just 30 minutes from Salt Lake International Airport. Visit us online at utah.travel.
The forecast, cloudy and windy and cold. This morning, we can expect up to an inch of snow and a high of only 30. Overnight, flurries will increase with total accumulations of 3 inches, with the wind out of the northwest at 14. It's currently 15 degrees.
Thank you, Glade.
Hello. Hi. Ooh, apples and cinnamon. Are you baking a pie?
Oh, no, it's this candle.
Oh, one of those Glade candles.
No, it's French, from France.
French, huh?
Oh, what, you never heard of Glade?
Glade's entire line of candles is made with essential oils. You'll believe they're the real thing. Now available in 2 new joyful fragrances.
They use it to shoot the game. They use it to broadcast the game. They use it to produce the game.
The main man on the field today is Peyton Manning.
So why wouldn't you use it to watch the game?
That's Peyton Manning.
Nice Sony. Scoot over a bit, will you?
Nothing compares to a Sony Bravia HD TV because high definition is in our DNA.
Anybody got any chips?
Turn your weekend into an extended vacation. This Sunday, hit the road hungry and check out all the eats this country has to offer. So take a Sunday trip all day long. Tomorrow starting at 1. Kick back, relax, and see the world. Only on the Travel Channel.
The island of discovery, Kauai, sits furthest north in the Pacific.
It's also known as the Grandmother Island. It's the oldest of the inhabited islands.
So its soils are super rich, producing magnificent blankets of vegetation, earning Kauai another nickname, the Garden Isle.
Hawaii is an interesting place in that it's not always what it seems. I mean, it's like you have to dig deeper to really get to the truth.
In many ways, Kauai is the unspoiled paradise honeymooners, Hollywood, and wandering free spirits seek out. And to get up close and personal to the sites,
Real protected here. Even back in the old days, King Kamehameha tried to come here to conquer it by physical means, and we failed at every single attempt. Because of that, they actually believed that Hawaii was protected by the gods. It's a really special place. Mountainous valleys, just beautiful tropical atmosphere here. A lot of nice waterfalls. We're coming up on the Nepali coast, which is pretty much the island jewel of Kauai. It's the fastest eroding cliffside in the world. It was carved off of millions of years of wind and rain, making it look like this cathedral look. This valley is called Honopu. It's actually an ancient burial site for all the alii. Alii means all the royal Hawaiian people. They're all buried alongside these cliff sides. Okay, we're coming up on the beautiful Mount Waialeale. This is the wettest spot on Earth right here. The reason why it got that label is because of the annual rainfall it receives per year. It usually receives about 480 inches of rain per year. Last year was very special. We got 610 inches of rain.
So in keeping with the beauty of Kauai, you gotta get on Cruisin' Kauai scooter car!
Cruisin' Kauai comes complete with thrills and a tour.
This is the Manahuni Fish Pond. Legend has it this was built overnight in one night by the Manahunis for the king, so that the king would always have fresh fish available to him. But unless you're of Hawaiian royalty, it is still to this day kapu and illegal to fish out of the fish pond. We stopped on the side of the road for one really important reason, okay? The reason is we're gonna show you the Dark Angel. And you'll see a shape, a cave that's actually shaped, well, some people say an angel, other people say it looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost, okay? Healing water. Come on, you follow me. Come on, Tita. It's beautiful today, guys. Meaning by mana means miracle healing waters because it comes from the volcano. These waters come all the way down from Mount Waialeale, which is our dormant volcano. So some of the water on the island goes over to Nepali from there. This has been a local hangout for kids since, I think the first time I went off of it, I was 4 years old. I've seen 95-year-olds go off these ropes and off the waterfall. You just gotta know how to swim.
While cruising Kauai, note there are more beaches per mile of coastline than the other islands. But check with locals about which shores are swimmer-friendly and which are not.
Where are we?
We're in Honolulu.
You know the song Puff the Magic Dragon?
Honolulu, like Puff the Magic...
Like Puff the Magic Dragon.
Well, this is Honolulu. Just gazing out, you can imagine how Peter, Paul, or Mary may have seen a dragon puffing in the mist.
In a beautiful land of Honolulu, instead of Honolulu, because they didn't know how to pronounce it.
Yep, Honolulu is an alluring place. Friendly in the rain or shine.
Take advantage of all this beautiful island lifestyle that we have here in Kauai. Kauai will grab you like no other.
While sightseeing, you'll notice miles of plantation. Guava is an island favorite, and since Kauai is one of the guava capitals of the world, harvesting well over 400 acres of guava trees, it makes sense to stop in for a sample.
Our family actually has been here for a little over 100 years. And I've seen a lot of changes in agriculture, from sugar to corn to aquaculture to guava. And now we're doing a new thing called sustainable agriculture.
First seedling was planted in 1977.
How would you classify guava? Guava technically is a berry, but it is referred to as a fruit. The nice thing about guava is it'll ripen off the tree. So I can take this one off.
You can take that one off?
We don't spray our fruit with any insecticides or pesticides. So you can just pick it off the tree there and bite right into it. Oh, and that's how you eat a guava, just like an apple or a pear. Wow, I just took to it.
In addition to the superior hybrid Beaumont guava, other varieties are grown, pureed, and packaged.
After 7 weeks or 8 weeks of harvesting, we'll cut it back, and then 6 months later, we'll get fruit again.
Nice when it's quiet. It makes all the difference in the world. You hear the birds, you hear the bees.
Time can pass as quickly or as slowly as you want on these paradise islands. It's all here for you to decide how you wish to spend it.
Ahui ho!